June, Congressman George Miller launched the first distributed virtual town hall meeting on the war in Iraq called Ask George. We received a great response from you to Ask George. Many of the questions can best be summed up by these.
Hi, my name is Matt Stoller. I thank you, Congressman, for your question and your willingness to listen. I don't really have any reason to trust you. I guess my question is, I don't believe that Democrats are fighting to end the war.
Alice Moses on George's Daily Coast Diary writes,
Why didn't Congress send the vetoed bill regarding funding back repeatedly?
Peba emailed us,
Why did Democrats not hold their position on requiring Bush to set a timetable for withdrawal from Iraq?
Our hope was to keep episodes to around 2 minutes long, but George's responses to your questions were thorough and didn't lend themselves to editing. So we're giving you two versions here. A brief summary of his responses, followed by his remarks in their entirety.
Many of the questions to Ask George have been about trust and whether or not people can trust the Democrats on the question of the war. The fact of the matter is, for 5 years, this war went on with very little or no oversight, no questions asked by the majority party, the Republicans in the House and the Senate. We've been here in 6 months, and we've already had a vote and the veto, and we're going to have additional votes. We're here to end this war. In the questions that many of you sent to Ask George, there's two questions that really have come up more often than anything else. One, why didn't the Congress send the bill back to the President over and over and over again? The reason that didn't happen was because in the Senate, where we have a one-vote Democratic margin, the Republican leader, Mitch McConnell, made it very clear that he was going to invoke, and he had the votes on the Republican side, to demand that if you were going to do that, you had to get 60 votes. We only have 51 Democrats. We could never get to 60. Second question a lot of people have asked is, why don't you just cut off the money, and that way the war will end? To just cut off the money is to leave those troops vulnerable and put their lives in danger, and the security of their colleagues in danger.
To view George's remarks in their entirety, or to find out how you can submit a question to Ask George, go to house.gov/GeorgeMiller/AskGeorge.